皆さんこんにちは、ジャーナリストの岩上安身です。私は今参議院議員会館の一室に来ております。本日ですね、特別に来日されましたニュージーランドのオークランド大学教授 Tpp の問題に関しては大変に詳しいジェーン・ケルシーさんにこれからインタビューしたいと思います。ジェーンさん、おはようございます。よろしくお願いいたします。
Good morning.
お会いするのは2度目ですね。
Yes, I think it is about my fifth or sixth visit to Japan on TPPA. And I have always been impressed with the spirit of those who have been determined that people here understand what is at stake. So it is always a pleasure to talk to journalists who understand the importance also of getting out that message.
本日は時間がないので、もうどんどん質問していきたいと思います。大変残念なことに日本では、あなたのお友達でもある山田雅彦さんがリーダーとなる TPP 反対運動にもかかわらず、とうとうですね、政府は安倍政権は強行採決をする直前まで持ってきてしまいました。しかし TPP はどう考えてもおかしい。内容においても手続きにおいてもその目的においてもメリットという点においてもおかしいことだらけです。ここに今日のインタビューのタイトルを掲げさせていただいたんですが、これはケルシーさんの講演のパワーポイントからですね、お借りしたタイトルです。Why implementing the TPPA doesn't make sense? Tpp 協定をやる意味がわからないというですね、そのものズバリのタイトルです。我々本当にわからない、ジェーンさんもわからないとおっしゃってるんですけれども、それでもジェーン・ケルシーさんは合理的には意味わからないけれども一部の人間の利得にはね、なるんだろうと。なぜこんな無理な協定が作られるのか、おそらくはご理解なさっている。その点を今日はお聞きしたいと思います。
One of the problems that our governments face with TPPA is that the evidence of the economic benefits are not there. And there are now many studies that show that the gains they have claimed will not result. But they are so ideologically committed, and I would say this especially of Japan and New Zealand, that they have become so identified with the success of the TPPA that even though the evidence is not there, they continue to push for it. Even though the population is very opposed. In New Zealand, the opinion polls show over half of New Zealanders are opposed to TPPA. The day of the signing, we had 25,000 people on a Thursday lunchtime down the main street. But the government will not listen, and I fear in Japan you have the same problem.
ここにね TPP5 つの疑問というものを掲げました。その中でこの1番の疑問も2番の疑問も3番の疑問も4番の疑問も5番も大事なんですが、大事な一番聞きたいのはこの1番、そして、2番ですね。つまりなぜ TPP なんかやっちゃいけないかってことです。で4番、日本とニュージーランドチアリーダーだって言われてますね。なぜ、この両国は一生懸命やろうとするのか。そして5番目、国民と民主主義という国家主権に対してどんな結果をもたらすのか。ここを聞きたいと思います。まず1番目について、お話を伺いたい。
What we have internationally everywhere is a backlash against agreements like the TPPA. You can see it very obviously in Europe with the exit from the European Union by Britain, the resistance in Europe to the agreement between the US and the EU, TTIP, which is the equivalent to the TPPA, the resistance now to the Canada-EU agreement, similar resistance now to the very big services agreement, also being negotiated in secret in Geneva. And in many other places, we are seeing as well, less obvious perhaps than here, but many developing countries are saying no. And many countries are also withdrawing from the bilateral investment agreements that carry the investor rights that we find in TPPA. So the tide is really turning against these agreements. And that is part of why they are so desperate to get the TPPA through. Most of the others are falling over. And so this becomes the absolutely critical, symbolic, as well as legal instrument for them to achieve.
Okay. じゃあ、なぜどの国も今 TPPA をやるべきではないか。
As you all know, here in Japan, the American politics is very lively at present, and the TPPA is toxic. We know that both of the presidential candidates are opposed to it as it stands, although we would expect that Hillary Clinton will actually support it but will want parts to be renegotiated. And that will be several years down the track. If they are to get it through now, they will need to have the vote during what is called the lame duck period, between when the presidential election takes place and when the new president comes in. So that is the period where Obama has left. But under the fast-track law, that means Congress must say yes or no and can't unravel the deal. They can only have one vote. They are so desperate that they will put it to a vote even if they do not have the numbers. But they are working very hard now to get the numbers. And we can expect that there will be a vote. Now, why I have said no country should be implementing this now is that Japan and New Zealand and several others are actually implementing obligations under an agreement that may never come into force. That, in a way, gives the US the TPPA for free. It doesn't have to give anything. We have voluntarily implemented an agreement without any supposed benefits in return. Some other countries have said they will not do that. Vietnam, Canada, Australia, Mexico, Peru. We are not sure yet about the timing for Chile. And one of the good things is that the US Congress may not be willing to vote in favor of TPPA without those other countries having already changed their laws. What our countries are doing by changing our laws now is designed to make it more likely that the Congress will approve the agreement. But we are on our own. So we are lying naked on the beach, saying, US, come and pick our bones. And why? So we need not to allow our governments to push this through until we see what is the result of the US election, what is the result of the vote in the Congress, in the lame duck if they have it. And then we need to remember as well that the US will come back yet again before the agreement comes into force and demand that we make even more concessions.
質問事項で送ったものですけれどもね、なぜアメリカはそのオバマのレームダック期間中に批准を目指そうとするそういう動きがあるんでしょうか。
There are several motivations occurring in the US. Often these agreements are part of a legacy of a politician. And Obama does not have many wins in his list of policies he has pursued. So TPPA is seen as partly Obama's legacy. The US corporations are also desperately pushing to get it through because their chances of getting something similar will be very remote in the next few years. There are Republican members of Congress who are very aligned to those corporations, who are the ones that Obama had to rely on rather than his own party's politicians in the last vote around these issues.